You know what I mean? Like, you can't. Hey y'all, what's up? It's your girl Kitty Cat and we're back with another video. As you can see by the title, today we're talking about why you shouldn't date if you are broken or broke, okay? Both of those words, like, together, it's literally like broke is literally in broken. So I was like, whoa, you really shouldn't date if you're broke or broken. I'm gonna talk about that, you know what I'm saying? Because I feel like a lot of people could benefit from this, because I think a lot of people date when they're broke and when they're broken. Okay, so let's break down like the obvious of why you shouldn't date when you're broken. I think it's pretty evident and apparent why you shouldn't date when you're broken. But in case you're not sure, I'm gonna break it down for you, okay? You shouldn't date when you're broken because you're freaking broken. You know, like you're in a bunch of pieces all over the floor. You know, how do you expect someone to just like come into your life if you are in a bunch of pieces on the floor? You know what I'm saying? And you should never expect that just because you start dating somebody that they are gonna put all those little pieces back together for you. That's not their job, honey. That's your job, okay? It's your job to ensure that you're not in pieces and that you are in fact one piece and that you're whole. So if you're in pieces, you gotta figure out how to fix that. You can't expect someone else to come in and fix that because they have their own piece to work on. When you date when you're broken and when you're not healed, I'll give y'all an example, okay? I remember one time I was in a relationship, we broke up, and I was, so heartbroken. I was just like crying all the time. I was sad. I was just so sad. And what did I do? I ended up I got in a new relationship like within a month or two. I just was like, you know what? I'm going to get a new boyfriend. I'm going to get over this guy. I'm going to fall in love with somebody else and things are going to be great. And you know what ended up happening? I never fell in love with that other guy. Ever. Never. I didn't fall in love with him. What ended up happening was I was even more broken in the process because I didn't allow myself the time to heal like I should have, because I went and hopped into something else so quick. And then it was like, I'm still hurting, but I'm trying to be with somebody else. That's not fair to the other person. And to this day, the other guy, like the guy that I never fell in love with, he still be calling me and texting me and hoping that we're going to be together someday. You can't evoke emotions in people when you in fact really don't have them. If you're broken, you're just going to start cutting other people with all the glass you left on the floor. You're going to show up in a bunch of pieces like, oh my God, love me, accept me for who I am, help me put myself back together again. And those other people are going to get cut. Those are the people are the ones that are going to get hurt. And whose fault is that? It's yours. So honey, boo thing, baby, girl, boy, honey, boo, child, whoever's listening, if you're broken, you don't have any right to be dating. You ain't got no business to be dating. So if you're broken, you need to take that time to heal. Healing looks different for everybody. Give it your own definition. But if you're broken and you know you're broken, and maybe you haven't accepted it or admitted it to yourself, don't be dating, okay? Don't even go out on dates. Don't. Do not get invested, okay? You can't invest when you're broke. You cannot invest when you're broke. You know what I mean? Like, you can't. You can't. So, we're talking about investing and broken, whatever. It's a perfect segue into why you can't date if you're broke. And it doesn't matter if you're a male, female, however you identify, you shouldn't be dating if you're broke, period. Dating is supposed to be fun. You're supposed to have experiences. You're supposed to go do things together. I'm not opposed to chilling in the house and eating and watching Netflix and cuddling and having a good time, but eventually your partner's going to want to get out. You're going to want to get out. You're going to be like, ugh, I'm tired of sitting in the house watching movies. I want to go do something. And if your partner's broke, you're like, sorry, babe, like I can't afford to take you, to a wine tasting, or I'm sorry, we can't go to see that comedy show. Even us ladies, we shouldn't be dating when we're broke either. You know why? Say you go on a date with a gentleman and it's going well, whatever, and you're assuming he's going to pay, right? You're assuming he's going to pay, or you're expecting that he's going to pay because he invited you out or whatever. And the bill comes, the check comes, and he says, hey, feminism, right? We're going to split this. But you're broke. You don't have any money. What do you tell him? What do you tell him? If he's like, no, we're gonna do the whole feminism thing, equality. How about you pay your half? You ain't got no money. You're broke. Don't date if you're broke. Because you know what? I feel like when you're broke, and when I mean broke, I don't mean like you're poor or you don't have a lot of money. When I mean broke, I mean you're behind on your bills. You know, you're struggling to eat. You know, you can barely put gas in your tank to get to work. That's what I'm talking about. I don't mean like, you know, you just kind of low on money. I mean like you're broke. If you're broke, you don't have a job, when you're dating, you gotta look good. When you're first dating somebody, you know you want to look good. You're going to put on that makeup. You're going to put on that new outfit. You're going to get a nice cologne because you want to impress that other person, because you want to look good and feel confident around that other person. You want to feel like your best. It's kind of hard to be your best when you're broke or broken. So I hope that gave y'all a little bit of insight and gave you something to think about of why you shouldn't date if you're broke or if you're broken. You just shouldn't. If you have either of those things going on in your life, those things are fixable. If you're broken, that's something you can fix. If you're broke financially, that is also something you can fix. There's positive in this. If you are in that state right now where you're broke or you're broken, figure out how to get yourself to where you want to be and then put yourself out there to start dating. You don't want to date people who are not happy and people who are going to bring you down financially, because in the end you'll end up in debt, you know. So hope y'all took something from this video. I just had the idea and I just wanted to talk about it. Let's discuss this conversation further down in the comments below. Let me know what y'all think. Can you date if you're broke or if you're broken? I think you shouldn't date if you're broke, if you're broken. I mean, obviously I made this video. So yeah, let me know what y'all think down in the comments below. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and I'll see y'all next time.